Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting, thrill-packed, and ultra-amazing episode of Beer Forge with John and Rich. I, of course, am the dulcet tones from back in the day. I am Menoth John, and with me is my trusty sidekick and producer of the show.
Hello, folks. It's Beer Machine Rich. As usual, we have Keyforge, some alcohol, and the usual. So
Yeah,
we do this thing where we talk about booze. You want to do
yeah,
that first?
yeah. Let's do a beverage update.
All right.
I'm going to start with mine today. Um, Folks who have been part of the greater Menoth John experience over the 4 or 5 years that there has been such a thing will know that I do tend to head towards the harder alcohols a little bit more than the beer, even though this is called BeerForge. And I am having tonight as my alcohol of choice. I'm having what I like to call a Dutch gin and tonic. And you're asking yourself, what makes it Dutch? And what makes it Dutch is Genever. And Genever is it's a spirit from the Netherlands, made by the Balls Distilling Company. And the Balls gets involved in like a lot of weird flavored stuff, like cream de cocoa, and they do flavored spirits and all kinds of stuff that are used in a lot of different different drinks and mixers. But they started off with this product, which is called Genever. And I first encountered Genever when I was visiting the Netherlands for on business. And I happened to time my first visit to the Netherlands with the company Christmas party. And Rich, let me tell you, you don't that much like the Wu-Tang Clan, Dutch liquor ain't nothing to fuck with. And I'm very sorry for our listener who doesn't like us to swear, but I hope that will be the only one. And it was appropriate because I was referring to the Wu-Tang Clan.
It was used in a sentence, and it was also a lyric you were quoting.
That's correct. So it was not that bad.
Yes.
Bulls came out with a Genever known as 21, which is what I'm drinking tonight, which was supposed to be the 21st century recipe because Genever is kind of the drink of the old person in Amsterdam, which, frankly, probably pretty appropriate for me. And it was co-created by Lucas Balls, master distiller, and Casper Reinders, an icon in the Amsterdam bar industry. And it has a subtle malt and floral flavor with a smooth finish and is perfect for the Dutch ritual of slurping or easy mixing. So, folks, first off, don't recommend Genever for slurping. Don't recommend much for slurping except a Slurpee. And but if you mix it with tonic water and put a little slice of lime in it, it makes a pretty darn passable gin and tonic. I've had this bottle of Genever probably for 2 years. I'm trying to get it drunk, and I found that a gin and tonic is the only way to make it work. So they do make other versions of Genever. There's one that's like in a stone bottle that just is called Genever. That you can drink straight. You can drink that as just a straight up shot, but not this stuff. It's not okay. What are you drinking this evening?
I am drinking something not nearly as in-depth and complex. I am drinking a beer called For Pete's Sake from Dewclaw Brewing Company, which, if you've heard of a beer called Sweet Baby Jesus,
Yes, I have.
this is the amped up version.
Oh my.
This is an imperial version of Sweet Baby Jesus, chocolate peanut butter porter that raises the bar again with its silky, full body, big roasted malt flavor and aroma dominated by rich notes of peanut butter and chocolate, subtle fruit and coffee notes, and a strong, warming 9%. For
I may
Pete's
have dated
sake,
this beer in college.
haven't we all? Imperial chocolate peanut butter porter. This is truly wonderful, and it takes what is great about Sweet Baby Jesus and just kicks it up. It
Terrific.
is it's a fantastic beer, and it's balanced, and you get not too much of the booziness, which is great. You get the peanut butter, and I can't recommend it enough. Fantastic beer.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So there you go, folks. There's our beverage update. For Pete's sake, recommended. Genever 21. Don't. So there you go. Um, so can we talk about our decks a little bit? Oh,
Yeah.
before we do that though, Rich. For those of you who are playing along at home, you're going to notice something very awesome and wonderful, and that is our new Patreon logo. And you may be asking yourself, whereabouts? What is a Patreon, and why would I want to know about that? Patreon is a web uh, site that allows you, the listener and watcher, to help support the show. You know, the thing about podcasting is that it is not something that is professional, but we try to do the most professional job we can, and Patreon helps us to make it possible for you. You know, we're not looking to get rich, and I mean, well, we have rich, but we
Hot,
don't want to
hot, hot.
get more rich. But what we wanted to do was provide you with a place where you can get some value for what for your dollar. We have a bunch of different tiers, and at the lowest tier we call the Forge Sun. What do we call that one?
Forge Sun. Yep.
That's just a buck, and that's a little bit of a tip jar. You don't you get our thanks. We'll announce your name on the show and all that kind of stuff. Then we have Forge Brother, which is our next one. Forge Brother is where the high value starts kicking in. Forge Brother, that's at a $5 level. Now, folks, I want you to understand what these levels are. If you're familiar with the Patreon that we had run before on the Painting with Men Off John show, that was on a per show released basis. Okay, this is a per month basis. The chances are better than not. Rich and I, or Rich and a guest, or me and a guest, are going to get on quite a few times during the course of a month. And what we didn't want to have happen was to have the Patreon tied to the number of times that Rich and I get a wild hair to play a game of Keyforge. So what we want to do is do this on a monthly basis. And at the Forge Brother level, we're going to enter your email into a special super secret government protected email list that not even Don Trump and his team of lawyers could break into. And what that's going to get you is we're going to send you links to the decks that we play on the show. So let's say you're watching a BeerForge and you say to yourself, I really wish I could play that super sweet deck with the BS engine that Rich just kicked Menoth John's butt with. Well, now you can get that link if you're at the $5 level. So we promise we're not going to turn this into a Spam the Clown or anything like that, but that'll get you $5 a month. I mean, honestly, for the cost of a single latte per month, think of the number of Keyforge decks you'll be able to play on the Crucible online.
I mean, or you can buy a latte. I mean, that kind of supports you too. But
it does. It supports my kids less directly.
Very true. And then after the Forge Brother level, we have the Forge Father. At $10 a month, you get the previous benefits, and you get an invite to the Discord, and we'll commit to playing at least one game per month against you. Not necessarily on the stream, we'll do whatever it is, but that seems pretty good. And then
yep.
the Grand Poobah.
Oh yeah,
Forge Breaker. At this level, for $20, you'll get the same benefits as Forge Brother and Forge Father, but we'll commit to working with you to have you as a guest on the stream. You can be on the internet. It's going to be great. I'll even give you some beer suggestions. And I just had an idea off the cuff, John.
Oh, let's talk about your cuff.
Tell me what you think of this. I think included in that Forge Breaker level, we should have it so the guest, the Patreon supporter here, can give us a link to a deck to play.
Oh, I like that idea. I think that's innovative, and that represents some of the top-notch internet professionalism you've come to expect from Beer Machine Rich and Menoth John. At that $20 tier, you can help literally. You can shape the show. I think that is well worth that $20 level, because, ladies and gentlemen, that's less than you might throw dollar bills at someone dancing at the Canadian Ballet. So it's well worth your money at the $20 level. You get to shape the show. You get to be on the show. Heck, you're well on your way to being the show. So,
yeah, and it's not it doesn't have to be a deck that you own either. I mean, if you want me to play trash that your cousin Jimmy, unboxed the other day, and he thinks it sucks, I mean, cool. $20 a month, I'll play whatever you want me to.
God, you can pound my head in all day long for $20 tier. So super sweet. We'll add that to the description to make it super sweet and totally official. But there you go, folks. Get on over to Patreon. It's patreon.com/BeerForge. You can't miss it. We'll have links literally everywhere. Check below the screen, and there you go. That's we used to call this the shameless promotion part of the Painting with Men with John show. Why shouldn't we have one of those on BeerForge, right?
You are correct. And speaking of promotion, we're going to talk about the decks we're going to hurl at each other poorly.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
and remember, if you want a link to these decks after one of us gets our butts kicked, that's at the Forge Brother level at $5. And by the way, the first person who becomes a patron at the Forge Father level, this is at the $10 level, we are going to send you a 4 Horsemen deck, an actual, honest to God, key forged deck that is a 4 Horsemen deck. We will put it in an envelope. We will make sure that it is properly got the right kind of waterproofing, so if anything bad happens to it, the deck doesn't get ruined, and we will send it to you. That is the first Patreon contributor at the Forge Father level, and there you go.
Yeah, and check the description before you contact us, because if someone already did it, we'll put it in the description so we don't waste your time.
Absolutely.
You know, we wouldn't
Absolutely.
want to do that. Well then, that seems like a pretty good deal, because I don't even have a 4 Horseman deck yet.
Yep,
So,
I just happened to get one today.
wow, look at that. So, you've been talking a while. I'll talk about my deck here.
Cool.
And Imperial Evangeline of the Country. I don't really know what that means, but I don't really know what any of these decks mean. So, we got Dis Sanctum and Shadows. And
Dis Sanctum and Shadows, okay.
the reason I picked this deck, number one, I haven't played it on the stream. Number two, I looked at the analysis, one of those analysis website dealies, and it very easily told me that this is my deck with the most creatures.
Oh,
so
cool.
I'm just going to use this one. And it has 21 creatures in it, which seems pretty legit.
Yeah.
It has, and then speaking of those 21 creatures, 2 Arises. So
That's really
I can
good.
bring them back. We got Fear and Gateway to Dis to help out mitigating stuff.
Yep.
2 Charettes. What's getting to be an all-star, Restringuntus.
Oh, yeah.
And Terror and Toxin, that's cool, but nothing too crazy. Over on the Sanctum side,
wow, look at that lineup of creatures.
we got 3 Protectrix. Wow, it's hard to say. Which lets you fully heal. We got 3 Sergeant Zachiels. Also cool. 2 Staunch Knights, 1 for each flank, and a Gatekeeper. And then over in Shadows, what is also becoming the superstar, Bait and Switch.
That card.
So much so that if I play against someone on Crucible that I don't know and they're playing Shadows, I just expect Bait and Switch coming. I don't even bother looking up their deck. 2 Routine Jobs. And this is fun because they tweak the algorithm for this. It's an action. You play it, you steal 1, and then steal 1 amber for each copy of Routine Job in your discard pile. So,
well, there you go.
Pretty cool, I think. Bad Penny, everyone's favorite. We got 2 Nexi? I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah. Use an opponent's artifact as if it were yours. That's cool. And then the usual others, and the only upgrade in the deck, Ring of Invisibility. This creature gains Elusive and Skirmish.
Yep, I've seen that one before. That's a very powerful card.
Yeah, pretty cool. All right, let's go over to your deck here.
Okay, so I am playing tonight a Sanctum Shadows Untamed deck. This is known as Spider Tula, the Madre of the Bunker, or as I like to call it, Spider Tula, the Old Schooler. And if you are a fan of the Aqua Teens, then you get the reference. If you're not, well, I can't help you. This is one I actually unwrapped tonight. So went out and purchased one of the 12 deck boxes, and my son and I are going through them and opening one deck a night and playing, and then whoever loses gets to decide which deck they will keep. And so this is the one that my son, I played first and beat my son, and then my son said, nope, I'll take that deck, and then proceeded to beat me with it. So given the fact that we were both able to beat each other, I think that's a really good sign as far as the strength of this deck.
Definitely.
So let's talk about what this deck does. This deck generates amber like no other deck I've ever played. So every time you look, it's got like Shield of Justice. There's two of those. Each of those generates an amber. It's got Take Hostages, generates an amber. The Spirit's Way doesn't, but Potion of Invulnerability does. Champion Anifil doesn't, or Remiel doesn't, Maxina doesn't. There's a lot of them. There are a couple of Relentless Whispers. Each of those generates amber. There's Naphthalene Seed, by the way, which is cool because it allows you to return. There are two Naphthalene Seeds, and it's an Omni ability where you can return a card from your discard pile to your hand. It's got two of those. It's got two. It's got. Let's see here. It's got a couple Niflapes. It's got a Halicor, which basically gives a each flank creature skirmish, which is really great, so you don't take that damage. Witch of the Wilds, so you can when you're not playing Untamed, you can play one of your Untamed cards. Seems good. And then there's a lot of amber generation in the shadow side too. So rather than talk about it, let's just kind of see them in action and let's get down to business. And play
All right, let's do it. Dun dun
so
dun dun dun.
In a shocking turn of events, you won the toss.
I know it's starting to get more even. You notice that?
Yeah, it is. You're catching up.
Yeah, we're getting there. And away we go. So this should be interesting because I think these seem fairly balanced, at least as far as I can tell. I think I always feel weird about mulliganing.
Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not good enough player yet to know when the heck I should do it and when I shouldn't.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
And I did it earlier and it bit me, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
Yep, I made a good call. Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. Maybe I made a good call. We're gonna play Shadows, and everyone's favorite, Bad Penny, and you are up, sir.
Bad Penny. You're so bad. All right, so we're gonna go with this is gonna be a Sanctum turn, and we are going to start off with Lady Maxina. She's gonna come out there and she's gonna stun our dear friend Black Penny, and then we are going to put out Staunch Knight. I'm going to play that creature on the left-hand side so that it gets a flank bonus. Could have played it on either side and still get a flank bonus, but I'm just going to say it that way. Then we're going to put we're going to put out Champion Anifel. His shtick is he's got Taunt, and he's a 6/1 armor. 6/1 armor is a lot of creature with Taunt. So we're going to put that out there on the right-hand side, and that is going to end my turn.
Not too
we're
shabby.
Off a rip-roaring start at 0 amber.
Yeah, well, same here. We're going to go down the Sanctum line here.
Okay.
And we're going to get Protectrix out. We're going to get Sergeant Zachiel out. And he's going to go right there. And he's going to... do we ready and fight with him right now? I think we're going to. And he's going to fight Champion Anifel. Do some damage to him. And
there you go.
Then we're going to get a Staunch Knight out right off the bat. And we're making stuff happen.
Heck yeah.
All right, you are up.
All right, so now I've got some decisions to make here. Got some real decisions to make here. I think that hurts me worse than it hurts you, so we're not going to do that one. Play a bait and switch. No, let's see here. We're going to go ahead and have this be another Sanctum turn. And we are going to put out Sequus, play that creature on the right-hand side. We are going to... I thought I had Protectrix out here, but I guess I don't. We will go ahead and Reap with Champion Anifal. We will... let's see here. We're going to use Lady Maxina's action to stun... stun the Staunch Knight.
Yeah, that's a good play.
Why didn't he stun?
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Where's Lady Maxina?
Where is she? Well, she went back in my hand.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's.
the action returns it to the action returns it to the hand. So now
Oh, you just play
I
her
play
again.
the creature on the right hand side, and I will stun the Staunch Knight.
There you go. Well done.
Derp. And then I will reap the Staunch Knight, and then I am going to end the turn, I guess.
Sure, sounds good. All right. So that was a little weird, but okay. I'm gonna push through it.
Yeah.
We're gonna remove the stun of Bad Penny, which almost seems like a waste for Bad Penny, but whatever. Let's get Nexus out here, and then we're gonna get Ring of Invisibility. We're gonna do that on probably Zachiel. Yeah, that seems good. And routine job. Haha. I take one. And then I'm done, and you're up.
Okay. So far the hits are not coming just yet. So we're gonna play Shadows, and we're going to do Poison Wave, and that gains me an amber and does a couple damage to some things, to everybody. And then we're going to do Special Delivery, and Special Delivery has an Omni ability that deals 3 to a flank creature. If it destroys the creature, it purges it. So we'll play that artifact, and that gains me another amber. And then we will. I've got 3. You've got 2, and I am going to end the turn.
Not bad. Not bad. Oh
Okay,
boy.
your turn.
Well, thank you for setting that up for me. Much appreciated. I'm going to play. Watch this sequence of nonsense. I'm going to play Poltergeist, which is use an artifact controlled by any player as if it were yours, destroy that artifact. So I'm going to play Poltergeist.
Yep.
Then I'm going to use your Special Delivery, and then I'm going to use that to do 3 damage to your. Wait a minute. What just happened? I thought he was damaged already. Ruh-roh. Well, that backfired.
NFL
there he is. There he is. Oh, you can only damage a flank creature, though. Well, that almost worked. We'll do some damage to Staunch Knight. But it gets your artifact out of there, which is the important thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then we're going to get Charette. Take that Amber of yours. And Toxin. Get him out here, too. I think that's going to cover it for now. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I'm up to 3, and I knocked you down to 0, so that's good.
Okay.
Good. All right, you're
I'm
up.
going to go with Shadows. And I'm going to play Bait and Switch. And take some of that back. And then I'm going to play Booby Trap, which is deal 4 to a creature that is not on a flank. And since you were kind enough to play Toxin, that means that Charette is no longer on a flank.
Oh.
So I will off Charette and get that back. And then I'm going to play Relentless Whispers. And that means I can deal 2 to a creature. If this damage destroys that creature, I steal an amber. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to destroy Toxin and steal an amber. And then that is going to be my turn. And I am at 8, so check.
Well done.
This deck is full of meanie.
It is. We're going to get Bad Penny back out here, first thing.
And steal all my amber.
Then I'm going to play Bait and Switch. As if you didn't see that coming. And then I'm going to play Routine Job, and I already know there's one in my discard. So that gets me another 2. You're at 2, I'm at 6. Check. Turn to you.
Oh. All right, you're a jerk. Well, I don't think I can stop you. So this is going to be an Untamed. We're going to do the old Niffleape.
Niffleape's legit.
on the left-hand side. Then we're going to put the Halicore. Each friendly flank creature gains skirmish. And we're going to play that creature on the right-hand side. Then we're going to put out the old Napflean Seed as an artifact. And then we're going to play everybody's favorite little card, Fuzzy Gruen. He gives me 2 amber and gives you 1 when I play him on the right-hand side. And that, I believe, is my turn.
Not bad. I get a key, and everyone likes Fuzzy Gruen. So
it's so cute.
So we're going to play Sanctum. Let's get some Sanctum going here. All right, Staunch Knight is going to remove stun, first off. All right, There we go. Then, let's get the rest of the boys out here. We're going to get Protectrix on the left. We're going to get another Protectrix on the left. We're going to get Sergeant Zachiel on the left. And that's going to let me fight with this Protectrix. It gets difficult to say after a while. And that needs to kill Halicore because no one wants skirmish creatures on the other side. And then Sergeant Zachiel, again, is going to come out and go on the left-hand side. I don't think we're going to do any fighting this time. And then this Sergeant Zachiel is going to reap. And I think this Protectrix, yep, we're going to use Inspiration. That lets me use this Protectrix, and it's going to reap, and then it's going to heal itself.
Wow.
Look at that. And I got 5 cards out of my hand this turn. I am
That's
done.
really great.
You are up.
Okay. All right, time for a board reset.
Uh-oh.
We're going to play Sanctum.
Nope.
And here comes the Spirit's Way. Destroy each creature with power 3 or higher. Kerplaki.
I need to have that Price is Right sad trombone thing, like on cue, you know?
Yep. And then we're going to play Potion of Invulnerability, which would have been good if I had kept that out there. And then I will put out Commander Remiel. And I will then end my turn.
Well, kids.
I'm not getting the cards to get the bullshit engine going here.
Yep. I'm going to play Dis. And what we're going to do, I'm going to play Fear. Get this guy back to your hand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play Arise. And I'm going to bring all those Sanctum creatures right back to my hand. And then I am done. And you are up.
Wow, that's a son of a gun. All right, so I'm going to play Untamed. And we're going to put out Witch of the Wilds. We're going to put out a Niffleape. Right-hand side. We can do Troop Call. Play that action. And that brings back the Niffleape that was in the trash. And we'll play the Niffleape on the right. And put out the other Niffleape on the right. And that is my turn, unfortunately. I'm just not getting a lot of traction here.
Trash Ape, we can call him. Sanctum. And let's see. Gormavam, everyone's... I say everything is everyone's favorite. It's going to be my new... what people are ripping on me on Beer Machine for about saying beer is phenomenal. Get Gormavam out here.
Catchphrases are part of what makes marketing work.
This is true. We seem to know a lot about marketing for not working at marketing.
I know, right?
Play Blinding Light, and we're going to blind all untamed creatures.
Terrific.
Or stun them, I should say. All right. I have a lot of crap to cast here. I just got to do it in the right order. Okay. First out the gate is Staunch Knight. He comes out. And then we're going to play Sergeant Zachiel. And he's going to go... Oh, and I think I already screwed it up. On the left. And,
I gave you like 64 cards in your hand.
I know, right? Bad Penny's going to fight Witch of the Wilds. Whatever.
You put it back out. Nope, not this turn.
Nope, not this turn. Protectrix goes out on the left. Next Protractor goes out on the left. And then another Sergeant Zachiel goes out on the left.
Good gravy.
And he is going to make Protectrix fight and kill Witch of the Wilds. Because that's crap. And then we're going to have another Sergeant Zachiel come out on the left.
Darn it.
And then we're going to have another Protectrix come out on the left. And this is starting to get absurd now. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for this turn.
Is that all?
Yep, you're up.
Terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself. Let's see here. So... what to do about all this? What to do about all this? I guess what we'll do is we will... I guess we'll go Sanctum. We'll play Commander Remiel. Put him on the right-hand side. We'll put... protect the weak on him. Gain a... well, I forged a key at least. And then I will put Shield of Justice out. Play that action. Making all my stuff invulnerable or can't be damaged. And then...
ooh, that's good.
then we will... what should I do here? What should I do? I'm going to use Naphthalene Seed. And I'm going to bring out Spirit's Way.
Spirit's Way? I don't remember.
And I'm going to play that action and destroy everybody with 3 or higher again.
Oh.
Reset the board again. I don't know what else to do. And that's the end of my turn.
Not a fan. Not
well,
a fan.
I don't know if you can bring it back again or not.
There's another Arise in there. I haven't drawn it yet.
Shoot, I'm sorry. Shoot.
It's only 3. We're doing pretty good. I'm gonna play Shadows. We're gonna get... first thing we're gonna play is Lights Out, so I don't return my own creatures to my hand. And then Bad Penny. And then Urchin. And that is gonna be a check. And you are up. You know, and I thought this deck was garbage the first time I played it.
Yeah, it's like... that's what he's like. I don't think I can stop you.
I ain't got one more key to make it happen.
I think this is going to be... Shadow turn. We're going to start off with Relentless Whispers. And we'll kill Urchin. And get 2 for doing that. Then we're going to put out Moon Cruiser. And we're going to put out Naughty the Thief.
Man, Moon Cursor is such a good card.
Yeah, I just need him to... well, he's got Skirmish. He just needs to survive, which is always a problem.
It is.
And that's the end of my turn. And you are not forging a key.
This is correct. Hmm. Well, in a rather strange turn of events, we're going to see how you like it, and I'm going to play Gateway to Dis.
Okay. Sounds good. Fair enough.
And let's get Charette out here. And then I'm going to play Mind Barb. So you discard a card. And then we're going to play Arise. And let's look at my discard here. And yup, it's going to be Sanctum again. And all the kids are back now. And let's see. You have Potion of Invulnerability. And I have Gormavam. So we're going to use Gormavam to destroy your Potion of Invulnerability. And then I am done. And you are up. Check.
Okay, so I am going to play Untamed. And I'm going to do Troop Call.
For those of you keeping score, it is turn 10 and there is one card out.
I'm going to play Niflate. I'm going to play Niflate. And I'm going to play Cooperative Hunting. And put 2 damage on 1 damage, I guess. I can put them both on there. And end my turn. And you forged a key.
Forged a key. Well, I think it's pretty obvious this is going to be a Sanctum turn.
You think?
Yep. And let's get it all going. Hoo boy. Protectrix. Go. Staunch Knight on the left. Zachiel on the right. Zachiel on the right.
Yep.
And then I think this one's going to fight this Niflate, because why not? And then Zachiel on the right. And this one's going to fight this Niflate. And then we're going to get another Protractor out there. We're going to get another Protractor out there, making a complete 360 degrees. And Staunch Knight, thank you, on the right. And we have the whole kit and caboodle out here now, and I am done. I didn't gain a single amber, but hey, that's how it goes.
Okay, so
I sense a board reset in my near future.
oh no, I don't. I'm done. I'm out of board resets. Well, we'll play this one for the kids at home that have never seen this card before. Oh my god, you're gonna get like 54 amber, and there's no way I can stop you. So this is a card that's pretty cool that I've never used, that I've never seen before. This is called Treasure Map. You play it, you don't get to play anything else, but I do score 4 amber for it.
Whoa.
Or 3 amber for it, plus the 1 you get for putting it out there.
If you have not played any other cards this turn, gain 3. For the remainder of the turn, you cannot play cards. And you get 1 for playing it too. Wow.
Right, so if you got a Mitful out there, then you can play that, you get the 4, and then you can just like tap, 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 tap. And, or reap. And then that ends my turn, and you are just going to win.
Unless you can stop me next turn. I don't know.
No, you're gonna have. I can't stop you from forging a key. So just reap all your creatures and be done.
And reap, and reap, and reap. Oh, and 1 more. And that's it.
No, good game, man.
Good game.
So you've got 8. There's nothing I've got, I don't think, that can stop it. I'm just gonna play it out just for grins and giggles.
Sure.
I'm gonna play Untamed, and we're going to do Lost in the Woods. I'll play that action. I've got nothing to get rid of, but I'll get rid of that, and I will get rid of one of your Protectrixes. Done. And that gives me 9 amber. And then I'll play the action to exhaust 3 of them. Might as well exhaust some Protectrixes and some Staunch Knight. Be done with that. And pass it over to you, and you forge a key and win.
Well, thank you. Thank you. That was fun.
At least I went down on 10 amber.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
and
so
I didn't even get to the Restring Guntus and the other stuff.
No, great deck. I think I got one more in me, Rich.
Oh yeah.
If you want to play, you want to stop the stream and do another stream?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Because if we're gonna truly reward our patrons, we should have them be separate streams, and that way they get the most amount of value for their Patreon dollar.
I like it. All right, folks, we're gonna be back in a few minutes. Stick around.
Yep. Bye.